Hello everyone, welcome to another reading vlog. So it has been a little bit since I've done a reading vlog on this channel. I feel like the summer has just been super busy and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw one in. I have a lot of like big life transitions going on right now, but I'm filming this. It is August 11th and I start my new job at the Children's Hospital on the 21st. So there's also that going on, and then in addition to that, I'm like slowly moving my stuff over to my fiance's house. I'm gonna start to kind of move in with him. So it's been like a gradual transition of like he was bringing some stuff this week when he was having dinner, and then I have my car packed for some of the other stuff. So in addition to doing a lot of reading this weekend, there'll just be a lot of like moving things that I need to do. Because we do plan on buying a house in the new year, a lot of this stuff in my room right now is just gonna stay. Like, I'm not bringing my books, I'm just gonna bring the books on my TBR, and to make that a little bit easier, I think like it would be like too much to be like move all of this stuff to move it again within a couple months. So that's kind of my general plan right now, but I've been kind of in a reading slump over the course of this summer, and I kind of want to get back into a good reading routine. I think because I just had so much traveling and like work stress of getting a job and like job searching, so I kind of want to get back into reading. So currently I am reading Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. I'm about like 30 or so pages into it, but I think this could be a very quick read. I got the ebook from the library on my Kindle, so I've been reading that before going to bed. But this one follows two former friends who eventually going into high school ended up having this big falling out and they hate each other, but it seems like they both end up being involved in this like retreat to kind of help them get into university that is based out in the woods. So they end up having to like work together to survive, and I do love friends enemies to lovers. I think that is always interesting, especially people who are characters that have like a history together and like why they are unhappy with each other. I always think that's very interesting to explore. So I thought this would be like an easier read in amongst the chaos that I'm currently living in right now, but that is the general plan. So today I'm going over to my fiance's house early to kind of just help bring some of my stuff in and get at least organized. Tomorrow I'm going to be at his house too. That's when I'm going to bring over the books on my TBR. But for the most part, like I'm like pretty much done with like a lot of my moving stuff. Like the main things will be done as of tonight, and then he's taking me out to dinner to celebrate me getting my job, and then I think Sunday is just gonna be a relaxed day here. So definitely a lot of time in amongst the chaos to get some reading done. I get to finally start doing my bread baking again, because when I was away in Japan for 2 weeks, I put my starter in the fridge, and it takes a couple days for like the starter to kind of get back to kind of where it's at for baking. So I baked my first bread loaf today, and then I'll get the other one prepped tonight to make tomorrow morning. So there'll be a lot of other stuff going on here as well, so I just can't wait for you guys to come along for the crazy ride. Alrighty, you guys, so I am about halfway through Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, and I will say that this is probably like my least favorite of Talia Hibbert's books. I love her Brown Sisters trilogy, but I think the issue primarily with this one is that the characters are set in high school and their high school age, so a lot of like their conflict are just like high school things. Like the reason why they had a falling out a couple years ago was very like immature to me. Like it was just like, seems like, you know, it was like a juvenile problem. With like the Brown Sisters trilogy, they're all in their 20s, and I can much easily relate to that as opposed to people that I'm like a decade plus older with like the high school drama type thing, which I never was into even as like growing up, so I just really can't relate. So a lot of like the conflict and like why they're angry at each other like made me kind of roll my eyes. And Celine, the main character, I just don't really like her that much. There's just something like I just don't like, but I do enjoy like the banter, and there are like very like cute and like happy moments, but for like overall it's just been like kind of meh. So I kind of just want to finish this quickly. I think it'll be like a 3-star read. It's just not bad, but like I just really enjoy it as much as I did her other works. I think just because this is more geared towards a younger audience. Had I known that, I don't think I would have like purchased my own copy of this. But yeah, it is interesting. So we kind of now are, both Celine and Brad are participating in this like scholarship program, and the top 3 people get a scholarship, and the other ones kind of get the prestige of being a part of this like program. So they're starting like their survival training and all that stuff. So I do like think like the situations are fun, but I just like can't deal, like I don't really enjoy like the high school drama aspect of it. But yeah, the writing is like witty and fun like it is with like the Brown Sisters trilogy. It's just hard to relate or really kind of care about high school-esque drama. Yeah, my goal is to finish it within the next few days, because then I'm going to pick up another book, and hopefully this will help get me kind of back into reading again. But it is Monday, so I am kind of technically done with school research, so I've had like this like 2-week like transition phase into work, like before I start work, kind of just getting myself organized. So what I've been kind of doing is getting ahead on the Taylor Swift 1989 guitar tutorials. So I filmed them all the other day, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start editing them. Just even though it's coming out in October, I just want to be prepared and at least have like the original 21 before the vault songs, so then I can kind of focus on those when they come out. But that is my general plan for today. I also have the chiropractor as well. But yeah, it should just be kind of a relaxing day, kind of just enjoying my last like week of freedom before I started a job, but I'm very excited and a little bit nervous, but excited about starting like my first like adult postgraduate job. Alrighty everyone, so I finally finished Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert yesterday, and I think my overall rating is 2 out of 5 stars, and I don't think it's bad by any means. I just don't think I am like the core demographic or target demographic that this book was designed for. I feel like her Brown Sisters trilogy is very much geared towards an adult audience, whereas this one, had I known, was, let me just put you guys down, had I known, it was more towards like high school, university age people, and having like the main characters are like within their final year before going to university and they're applying, and I haven't gone through that in 10 plus years, so, and just finishing a PhD, so like I feel like I can't relate to that anymore. but it was like fine. The writing was fine. Like there was a lot of like, I think the banter was done well, and like the writing was kind of fun, and integrating like text messages into the narrative I thought was fun. But I just didn't really like the main characters, especially Celine. I just found her to be very annoying, and I didn't care much for the friendship, and I felt like the whole task of like this survival thing was just very like unbelievable a little bit. Like you're having like these 17-18-year-olds just kind of like survive out in the, you know, forests, and I don't know, it just didn't seem very believable for me. So it's a little bit disappointing. I think like, if that's why I said I love her adult romances, but this one just didn't like resonate with me. So yeah, got this one 2 out of 5 stars. Not my favorite. If I had known it was YA, I don't think I would have bought it and put it towards my allotted 14 books for the year that I'm allowed to buy. So it's okay though, I've only bought 6, so like I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, so today, like I said, I literally am almost done all my packing. I just have to kind of bring my desktop and everything after I finish editing this video and get it uploaded. But everything is basically packed minus a few toiletries and my like desktop and my monitors. So yeah, next time that you see me do a reading vlog, it will be a new era. But I am very excited to bring you guys along for the ride. So thank you so much for watching this somewhat disjointed vlog. But I hope to see you guys soon in my new house.